Hey everybody, how's it going? Thanks for joining us again this week on Facebook Live. I am makeup artist Krista McAulay and I work for the Perfect365 Beauty Squad. Hello, how are you? Are you guys excited about this master palette by Mario that I'm going to be demonstrating today? I am one of the lucky people that got a chance to get one of these guys on Ulta.com. If you haven't gotten one of these yet, I instruct you to do so as soon as you can because these are going to be sold out probably by Christmas time. I'm not sure if they're going to restock this, but you need one of these because look at these amazing neutral colors. You can use these every day. There is a mixture of metallics and mattes in here, so you guys can do a number of different looks with this thing. And I'm even going to be doing a look on my lips with one of the metallic shades to show you how you can go from matte lipstick to a metallic in a second with this palette. So this is really great. So get one of these. They're $45. It's worth every penny. You get 12 eyeshadows for $45. If you don't know who Mario is, he is the makeup artist for the Kardashians, specifically Kim. He more like hangs around Kim's house all the time and does her makeup every day probably. I don't know. But he's on Snapchat, so he's great. You gotta see what his work is. He's amazing, and this is I think this is his first palette with Anastasia, or first palette in general. You gotta get one of these. You can get one of these on Ulta.com and on Macy's.com, but in Sephora, I believe they had a big sellout over the weekend. So if you go to Sephora, you're probably gonna be out of luck. So definitely check online to get one of these guys, okay? So we're going to get started. What I did first was, well, first of all, we have to talk about the app. So right now we're going to talk about how you can try on this look right now. Well, after, of course, this is over. But you get to try this on after the segment, and I'll show you how to do that. Just log into your phone and hit the Perfect365 icon to bring up the app. And then of course you're going to want to hit the Explorer tab here at the bottom. And then my look should be the one at the very top. That's me. You're going to hit tap to try and then you can automatically see the look on your face. It looks amazing. It's a very smoky eye with neutral tones, so it looks good on everybody. And definitely like it, make it your favorite. You're gonna use this a lot. So this look is called Celebrity. And it's under the Perfect365 Squad. So don't miss out on trying this on virtually. Okay, so we're gonna dive right in. So of course I can't, I'm not this flawless. Without makeup on, I'm not this flawless. So I used the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. And I used on top the IT Cosmetics, this is called the Celebration Foundation. I use medium beige, I like to be a little more tan. So this is really great to help set your makeup. If you get a little shiny, I get very shiny. I am the shiniest person that I know, so I carry this IT Cosmetics with me at all times. And then what I did beforehand as well is I used some concealer under my eyes. So I used the Kat Von D. This is new. This is the Kat Von D concealer, and this is different from her other concealer. This is actually in a wand form, and it's a little creamier than her other one, and I just pat it under here, and then I use my beauty blender here to blend it out. So that was that. And also I went in with some bronzer. So I used 1,000 different bronzers, and I used, you guys are gonna laugh, NYX Cosmetics makes a makeup kit called Butt Naked. And there's a bronzer in there. That's the one I used today. And then I have something a little special here that I used as my highlight. I wanted a really subtle highlight, but with a golden tone. And I'm always using my Becca Moonstone, but today I decided to use my Kardashian Beauty. This thing's like a rare gem. My Kardashian Beauty highlighter, and it's similar to the ones that ColourPop makes, where it's like a creamy texture that turns into a powder. So you use your finger and you definitely get this golden tone and you place it on your face with your finger. Brushes probably won't work with this. So If you can find one of these, consider yourself very lucky because it's very hard to find the Kardashian Beauty products, and the color is called Burnish. Okay, and then of course, some of our people that were watching last week said, "Hey, Krista, I want to see some stuff that's drugstore, that's budget friendly." So I said, "Okay, girl, I got you." So I got the Milani Powder Blush. These are beautiful. Collect all of them. Trust me on this one. They are in the shape of a flower. They're powder blush, and this one's called Awakening Rose. This is perfect for any smoky eye. If you're going to do something really dramatic, you don't want your blush to be like super bright. So this one is very soft. It's like a nude pink. It's gorgeous. So definitely pick one of these up at Walmart, Walgreens, whoever sells Milani. And also, they might be hard to find because they're popular, so definitely go to their website. For my eyes, I prepped it with my favorite of all time eyeshadow primer, which is Wet n Wild. So a lot of people, when I tell them I use Wet n Wild, they're like, you do? I said, yeah, this is my holy grail of eyeshadow primers. So I just take a little bit, squeeze it, and I put it on with my finger. It will seriously hold your eyeshadow on all day. No joke. You don't need to spend $1,000. This is like $4.99, people. So get this. Get it. So we're going to dive right into my look. So I'm all prepped and primed and everything. So we're just going to dive right into this palette. The palette comes with an awesome brush to begin with. I will only be using this part of the brush on my lips at the end. Yes, I spoiled the surprise. I'm going to be using one of these eyeshadows on my lips to show you a metallic look that I accidentally discovered while I was doing my makeup look. So what I'm going to do, this look is very, I would say advanced because there's a lot of blending and we're using like 4 colors. So I'm going to try to go slow. If you have questions, be sure to shout them out while you're watching so that I can stop what I'm doing and help you out. So the first color that I'm going to be using is Muse. It's kind of a burgundy shade. And this is the pencil brush from Coastal Scents. This is a really inexpensive pencil brush. And, before I begin, I'm going to do something really funny. I'm going to use some tape. So this is a little trick that I use so I won't get any eyeshadow all over my face. And it helps get the crease looking sharp. I took a little bit too big of a piece there, sorry. Take a small piece. Actually, medical tape works best for this because it won't tug on your skin. And it probably doesn't have any chemicals on it, so I don't know what kind of chemicals I'm putting on my face right now, but I think I'll live through it. So I'm going to go ahead and put that tape there. I'm going to look weird for the next 10 to 15 minutes, but there's a good, like when I peel this off, you guys can be like, oh my god. So anyways, Muse with the pencil brush, and you just go in the crease. And you want to go crazy with this one. You want to just go deep. And this is very pigmented. As you can see, it's going on very dark. This is not a wet brush, this is a dry brush. And you just want to taper off into the corner there. I'm going to go, this is going to go fast because this is pigmented. So here we go. And you don't have to be totally perfect here because we're going to be blending this out next. Okay, do you guys see how pigmented that is? Oh my goodness.
Hey Krista,
here's
a question for you. What motions do you use for blending?
So I do the windshield wiper method. I always hold my brushes at an angle, so I go back and forth, back and forth. And sometimes if I need a certain area to be darker, I'll just tap it. Tap it, tap it. And this is not a blending brush. So what you want to do to blend is get one of these brushes here. This is the MAC, I think this is the 222. It has little fluffy white hairs. This is what we're going to be using next, and I'll show you my blending technique. So circular windshield wiper. I guess I do go in a circular motion, don't I? So kind of like up and out, windshield wiper, and then circular in the corner. So I kind of do this. I have a textured eyelid. My eyelids are not smooth. So it takes me a little while to get things blended out. I'm just gonna go on this other side. Yep, one more question out there.
Hey Krista, here's a question for you. Do you have any skincare tips on how to maintain the skin around your eye area?
Yeah, so I've been using eye cream since I was 25. Should I tell you how old I am? No, we'll save that till after my birthday. I've been using eye cream for a really long time. And I go to bed with it, and when I wake up in the morning, it's one of the things I put on, so I'm constantly wearing eye cream. Now that I'm into Korean skincare, which we will get to that at a later date, we will have Korean skincare on this show, so stay tuned if you're into skincare. I also use an eye serum. So I do the eye serum first, and then I do the eye cream after that. Yes, it's a lot, but it's worth it because my eyes have not changed at all in the past 15 years. So yeah, it's worth it. Any other questions? Yeah, there's more.
How do you look for a good blending brush?
Well, I've been using MAC brushes since I was 19. I was a teenager when I started using these. These always have been consistent for me. I hear a lot of people out there, Morphe, Sigma, blah, 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 and I'm like, okay, that sounds great, but I've always used MAC, and I now use Charlotte Tilbury. So I love her brushes, and I love MAC for the price point. If you want to treat yourself, which I'd love to treat myself, go for a kit like this. I showed this on the last show. This mini magical brush kit by Charlotte Tilbury has everything you need. I think it's $65 or $60. It comes with a blending brush in there. It's amazing. So start with a kit like this to get used to using blending brushes, and then work your way to the bigger ones because it's hard to figure it out. There's so many blending brushes out there. So I think we're all blended. The next step is to use before I do that, there's a question. Hi.
Krista, here's the question for you. Our user Iris wants to know, she missed the beginning of the show. What concealer did you use?
Oh yes, the Kat Von D, it's the Lock-It Concealer Cream. This is the one with the doe foot. This is not the one with the squeeze tube, this is the doe foot, and I'm using, they have one that's white. I don't have this one. This is the second to lightest. This is neutral. And I think this is, no, there's one that's probably lighter than this. This is L1 neutral. So there's a lot of concealers in this line. So go to Sephora and try them out. You won't be disappointed with those. So what I'm doing here is I'm highlighting my underbrow area with this is a little nub. This is the Highbrow from Benefit. I've had this for many, many years. It takes years to use it, and I don't even have the lid for it anymore. So this is really good if you want to really define under your brow. And all you have to do is use your fingers, but if you have long nails like me, I go in with a concealer brush. This brush was a very inexpensive Wet n Wild brush from their new collection. And all their brushes are cruelty-free, which is great. And you just go in there and you want to blend that out a little bit. And it also helps perfect your eyebrow. I already put my eyebrows on, so I'm just sort of perfecting them with the concealer brush. All right, any more questions out there in the world? Hi. Yes, there's more.
What's your favorite eyebrow products?
I'm an Anastasia girl, so I have one of my favorites right here, Brow Wiz. This is a super skinny brow pencil. You can create hairs with it. It's so small that it doesn't last very long and it breaks easily, so you have to be really wispy and careful with it, but you can definitely go in and create like little hairs. You can map out your brow shape before you fill it in with your regular products, but I always use Anastasia. She is the master at brows. And this palette from Mario is by Anastasia, so I am a big fan of her stuff. The next step in this look, once you've got your crease blended out a bit, you are going to take a flat eyeshadow brush. This one is kind of old, but I think they still sell, this is the Sephora medium shadow brush. And I'm going to go into Fifth Avenue. This is a gorgeous golden color. I've been dipping into this one quite a bit since I've had the palette. And you're just going to tap this golden color on the bottom lid. And look how pigmented that is. You don't need a lot, so be careful. Be careful. You don't want it flying everywhere. So that already gives you that like gold, severe look. I love it. Just gonna go in there like that. You guys can see that. Great. There's a question.
Hey Krista, here's a question for you. Do you have any advice on how to blend colors so that they don't blend into one color on your eyelid?
Whew. Yeah. So the smaller the brush, the least likely the least likely you are to mix them together. They look very muddy. So where did that brush go? Oh, here it is. The pencil brush. It's tapered at the end, so you can get this precision. So definitely using smaller brushes will ensure that you're not like running colors into each other. If it's real fluffy and you're trying to do your crease, it's gonna go down here, it's gonna go up there, it's gonna get everywhere. So definitely start with the small pencil brush for the detail work. Worry about the fluffy brushes when it's time to blend. And always blend upwards and never down, because then down means you're gonna blend it into your eyelid. And I always like to keep my eyelid colors bright. So, with that said, the next step is, we're going to be using, let's see, which one am I going to be using next? We're already going into black. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, this is the part that's scary. So, I'm going to clean off my brush just a little bit. I'm just using a makeup remover wipe to just kind of clean my brush. This color Claudia, it is a slight, it is shimmery. It's black, it's shimmery, but it's not going to go on like very dark at first. It's going to go on like a gray. So very carefully, this is the part that scares me. It'll scare you if it scares me. And since I have the tape there, it's going to help so we don't mess up. So we're just going to go right along here. I know this is the scary part. Let's see how the tape helps. See all the stuff that's falling? The tape is gonna get it for me. It's like a little helper. And then you're gonna make a V. So you're gonna go down here and then you're gonna kind of come up and make a V, a sideways V. Like that. You don't wanna go all the way over. You wanna just stop halfway. And then you wanna grab, this is my MAC 222, the blending brush. It's got some stuff on it, but that's okay. And I'm doing that windshield wiper moment right here. And you can see this Mario palette, super blendable, very soft colors, soft texture. If you feel them, they're very soft. Yeah, there's a question out there.
How do you clean the eyeshadow fallout once it gets on your cheeks?
Once it gets on my cheeks, I always have my beauty blender nearby so I can just take it and kind of wish it away. A lot of people do the baking thing where they stick a bunch of powder under their eyes. That doesn't work for me because it tends to dry out my eyes no matter what powder I've tried. I like to use things that have a little bit of moisture on them like this and then just wipe it away. And if I need to, I'll be like, Kat, I need some help, so I'll go back to my Kat Von D concealer, and this will help me get it back to glowing bright again. And you can see the fallout here. When I peel off that tape, it's going to have a very clean line, which is great. We're going to do Claudia, the black color, on the other side now. I think this color was named after Claudia Schiffer. I don't know. If Mario, if you're out there, please let me know. Because I think it's Claudia Schiffer. Because you know how she had that very black smoky eye all the time? I think this is for her. But it could be like one of his cousins or something. Because, you know, I think he loves his family. So he's got Kim. There's a color called Kim in there. And I wonder who that's named after. So I did the black V again. I'm just going to blend it out. I'll God, if I peel this tape off and it looks weird, I'm so sorry. No, I'm sure it'll be fine. So once we've done, there's 3 colors here. There's the brown, the gold, and the black. So there's 3 colors on the top lid. I was going to attempt to use all the colors on the palette for like a challenge, but it didn't happen. So maybe next time. So I feel like this needs to be blended a little bit more. So I'm going to take a clean blending brush, which actually I'm going to use the one from the Anastasia palette. This comes with the palette, and I'm just going to go up a little bit. You want it to be soft, and you still want definition, so be careful when you're doing this. Use a clean brush when you're doing your final blend. This one was clean, so it didn't have anything on it. What I'm trying to say is you need a bunch of brushes. Like you need a bunch of blending brushes nearby. Clean ones so that you can blend. Yes, question.
Hey Krista, here's a question for you. Do you have any advice on how to clean the brushes?
Yeah, so I actually use the Beauty Blender Cleanser. It's a solid. It looks like a little round soap, and you get it wet, and then you just rub the brushes on it, clean them. I've never had my brushes cleaner than when I've used that soap. It's worth the buy. It lasts for a year, especially for somebody like me. It lasts a year. It'll last you like 10 years. Yeah, try it out. It's really good. You can get it anywhere where beauty blenders are sold. And if you're on the go and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm doing someone's makeup and there's this product called Brush Off. It comes in a little spray bottle. You can spray it on your brushes, wipe it off. It has a little bit of alcohol and a little bit of oil to help remove the products off your brushes. So that works very good. Brush Off and the Blender Cleanser. Yes, very good. So we're gonna do the reveal here, which cross your fingers. Ta-da! So it gives you that severe, glamorous line. And then you probably have to do a little bit of cleanup. So just go in there, get a little bit of concealer. You can see how white this stuff is now that I'm using it on camera. And I'm just gonna pat and blend that. All right, do you see that? How the tape helps? Oh yeah, you like my Alex and Annie bracelets? A little bit of jingle there for you. So yeah, I just got these, I love them. All right, so we're all cleaned up down here, but we're gonna make a mess again. So just you wait. So I'm actually gonna go in with that Anastasia brush again that came with the palette. If there's anybody just joining us, we're using the Mario palette and I'm demonstrating a look. So jump right in with your questions if you have any, and I'm more than happy to answer those. Let's see, what are we doing? So lower lash line, I am doing the color NYC. So we're jumping over to this darker brown color. It has a little bit of a burgundy fleck in it, so I'm just gonna dip into that, and I'm gonna come underneath here and very carefully just blend that in. Okay, so that gives you that smoky look. NYC is a beautiful, beautiful color. So this is one that I can see myself using a lot. All right. Question.
How do you make sure you don't end up with panda eyes when you smudge out the lower lash line?
What's wrong with pandas? I love pandas. No, really. So again, the Beauty Blender with a little bit of concealer on it. This is always a little bit damp, and just getting rid of all that. Now, some people don't like to do this down here. You can actually skip this part if you want. You can just leave that fabulousness on top there, put a little bit of eyeliner on your waterline, put your lashes on. You don't have to smoke out the bottom lashes if that looks panda bear-ish on you. But I guess for me, I've always done this smoky on the bottom look. I think I've done it my whole life, I feel. So I'm used to having this very dramatic smoky eye. One more, yeah, there's a question.
Yeah, our user Amy wants to know, well, she wears glasses. How can she make her eyes pop?
With glasses, you definitely want to be careful, because if you go outside of your glasses with something like this, it might look a little weird. So what I like to do, because I wear glasses too, when I'm driving or if I need to read the menu at a fast food restaurant, I wear my glasses and I kind of just look and see in the mirror what I look like. Sometimes my glasses have different shapes. Some of them are cat eye. When I have cat eye glasses, then go ahead and do a cat eye to go with it. If my glasses are more square, sometimes my lashes will hit it and I'm like, oh God, I can't even blink. So I just wear very natural, you know, you could do like a nude color, like you could use Kim with a little bit of black eyeliner. You don't have to do the whole, the cat eye look, but don't wear lashes when you wear glasses, because if you put your glasses on, your lashes may hit them and you don't want to cut the lashes to fit. So be careful with that. If you want to do lashes, hang on for a second, Amy, because I'm going to be using these corner lashes from e.l.f. And those actually go off to the side, not up to the front. So these may be really great for people that wear glasses that don't want to feel their lashes hitting their glasses all day long. I hope that helped. Maybe what I'll do next time is put my glasses on and do a look for you, okay? That's a good idea. So I'm going to just dive right in. This is a brand new eyeliner I just bought last night. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Matic. This is an eyeliner. I put it on last night. I literally wore it for, I don't know, a couple hours, and I had no, I call them clown tears. It was on there and it didn't move. So if you guys, this is a brand new product from L'Oreal. This is Infallible from their Infallible line. I'm just going to do that in the waterline. Some people, they get scared about the waterline, but I don't know, I just love the waterline look. It just makes your eyes pop. Okay, just going right in. Like I said, I've been wearing, you know, we wore the Marc Jacobs one last week. This week I'm trying the drugstore one like you guys asked. So if you guys have any product requests that you want me to try on the show, type them in and I will buy it and I will try it and I will show you guys if I like it or not. Okay, so we got the liner on. I'm just going to go in a little bit with the smoky part again, just a little bit. And then right in the inner corners, I'm going to dip into that beautiful Fifth Avenue color. I can tell I'm going to hit pan with this one in about a week. This one isn't going to last long. I'm going to have this I'm going to wear this one every day. All right, in the inner corner there, just tapping it with a little concealer brush or whatever little brush that you have. That's handy. And then I'm just going to put a little bit more gold in there, because I love me some gold. And then we're going to go straight into liquid eyeliner. I think
Krista?
Yeah, sure.
Question.
Oh yeah, one of our users, Eshna, wants to know, which primer and concealer are you using?
Yeah, sure. At the beginning of the segment, I talked about the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer. This is my all-time favorite. It's like $4, $5. Love it. And then the Kat Von D. This is her new Lock-It concealer. It's called Lock-It Concealer Cream. This is a little creamier than her other version. So we're going to do, this is Benefit Magic Ink. This is a very, very, very black, vinyl-looking liquid liner. It has a brush for a tip, not the sponge, the hard sponge. This is an actual brush. And this one can be a little tricky, so here I go. I'm starting in the middle, coming down, and then what I do is I switch gears and then I angle my brush so that I go down. And you can rest your elbow on something if you're sitting down. If you're standing, try to find something to put your elbow on because it really helps. There we go. And I'm sort of aligning it with the line that I made with the tape. I'm using that line as a guide. And you don't have to go as long and crazy as I like it, but I love to elongate and make my eyes look bigger. So that's why I use this technique. And I'm just gonna come around. Make my funny eyeliner face. There we go. And just perfect that. Whoops. And then you take a drink of water because you know you're sweating right now. Yes, so then you go right back in. Don't even hesitate, just go for it. Sometimes when I'm doing my makeup, that Corey Feldman song comes into my head, go for it. You know, the one that he did on the Today Show? And I don't know why, that song just gets stuck in my head. If you guys saw it, he did another song on the Today Show. I forgot what that was called, something about America, something. But I just love the hood, the detachable hood that he took off. I was like, oh, I want that for Christmas. I guess you guys should take note. I want a detachable hood for Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna come down. Ooh, huh. Can't edit that out. Okay, and then starting from the outside and going in. All right, almost done. If it's not as long, you just go back in. All right, it looks okay for now. And then, I know I'm talking about a lot of benefit stuff. I worked there for like 6 years, so I know all about their stuff. This is my favorite mascara. This is Roller Lash from Benefit. There's something about this brush that just curls my lashes, and it sets the perfect foundation for putting lashes on. So I'm just gonna take a little bit here. There's a question out there.
Yeah, one of our users, Ida, is new to this, and she wants to know, why are you putting the lashes on last and not on first?
Oh goodness. If you put them on first, it's like you have to work around them, which can get in your way. So definitely those are the icing on the cake. You want to wait till the very last moment to top those lashes on. Because sometimes when I do my makeup and I put the mascara on, I go, you know what, that looks okay. I don't even need lashes today. And I'll just go out the door. But yeah, definitely you will notice if you put them on first, it'll make it harder for you. So definitely put them on last. Anybody else? Oh yes, there's more. There's more.
Krista, here's a question for you. Do you have any tips on how to make your makeup last the whole day without fading?
Don't go anywhere. Just stay inside and watch Netflix. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do have a setting spray. I didn't bring it today, but it is the Wet n Wild. I think it's called Picture Perfect. It's a setting spray. Literally, it's like $4 to $5. It's in the same line as my eyeshadow primer that I mentioned earlier. So if you're really into like setting sprays, I really recommend trying the Wet n Wild one. That one is surprisingly really good. I'm not a setting spray person. I don't really use it all the time, but when I do, I definitely try that Wet n Wild one because of the price point and it works. So I'll demonstrate it. Maybe not next week, but the week after or whenever I'm doing my own makeup again, I will definitely show you the setting spray and how it works and what it looks like when it's done. But it's very, very good stuff. Give it a whirl. Everyone's gonna head to the drugstore after this is over, I bet. All the Wet n Wild will be sold out. So once I've got my lashes on the top, I'm gonna do the bottom ones, which I always make this really weird face. Do you guys make a weird face when you put your mascara on too? Because I do. Okay, so once that is on, you kind of let them dry. You don't want to put the lashes on now because you might remove some of the mascara. Last week I showed you guys that I use a little kind of a lash placement tool. This one's by Kiss. This one, you have to make sure they're very clean or else whatever residue glue is on there will stick to the lashes and then you'll have a whole lot of trouble. I got these lashes at CVS just a couple days ago. I wanted to try them because they were on sale and also because you get 2 pairs of different types of lashes. You get corner lashes and you get a full set. Yep, there's a question. Hi.
User Amy asks, what is the mascara for short blonde eyelashes?
Short blonde eyelashes? Oh, you gotta try this one. This one, it's thickening, lengthening, and it also curls them up. So go out there, get Benefit Roller Lash. You can get this anywhere Benefit is sold. I'm not sure on the price. I know it's probably up in the upper 20s, but it is worth it. I've had these last. Okay, so if you look on the back of your cosmetics, you're going to see a little box that says 12M, 6M, 3M. That means months. This mascara lasts 6 months. So you're not going to have it for a month, 2 months like you do with drugstore mascaras. This lasts 6 months, and it's not a joke. It really does last 6 months. But yeah, give that a whirl. It's really good for blonde eyelashes because my eyelashes are blonde too. Okay, so I'm gonna dive right into these. Like I said, these are e.l.f. I just got them. They come with tweezers, they come with glue. I'm not gonna use those tweezers. These tweezers are actually like really good for eyebrow plucking, maybe, I don't know. But I'm not gonna use those to put my eyelashes on. These lashes, you can see how they're corner lashes and they get darker towards the end and there's more hair. So it's kind of like a feline look. So that's why I wanted to try these. And apparently the glue that comes with it is sickening. So this e.l.f. glue I heard is like really good and it's very, very watery. So you can actually see it drip. I've really never tried a glue like this before. Thankfully I tried these lashes on the other day, so I kind of know what to expect, but I'm just going to grab these with my tongs. I'm going to place the glue, which it comes with this little wand and it's a little hard to put it on. And it's clear, so you can't even see if it's getting on the lash or not. If it's white, usually you can see it, but this, can't tell, but I'm going to hope that that is on there. And it says on the directions to wait 30 to 60 seconds before applying so that it's more tacky and not wet. I'm going to start with this side first. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put that on. I can feel it, it's cold, so I can feel where it's going. Oh goodness. Practice makes perfect, right guys? So these you do have to just nestle them into the corner of your eyes and you can pull them with the tongs, pull them back and forth to get them in the right spot and then just kind of lift and separate the lashes that got stuck together. So these are really natural looking. You can really see the wispy ends of it if you turn to the side. I could still feel that the glue is a little bit wet. I'm grabbing the second lash and I'm grabbing it with the tongs. If you guys are just joining and you missed the beginning of part of it with the Mario palette that I was using, you guys can watch the entire segment after it's over. So keep hanging in there, and we will be posting this also on YouTube. All right, here's the lash. I'm just gonna wave it a little bit. It says to wait 30 seconds. So if there is any questions, comments while I'm waving, let's see.
Here's a question for you, Krista.
Sure.
What makeup skill was the hardest to learn?
Definitely using more than one eyeshadow color, because it's really hard to blend. Like, it took me a really long time to get that blended look, like where the colors look like they're naturally blended together. I used to look like I had blocks of color on my eyes, and I really didn't know what brushes to use. I really didn't know the technique of blending, but when I worked at Benefit, they sent us to schools where we learned about makeup techniques and things like that. So it was really helpful in learning on how to blend. And watching YouTube gurus also helps. All right, there's another question out there.
Yeah, Bo wants to know, which eyeshadow palette do you think is better for natural looking makeup? The Naked 3 or the Lorac Pro 3?
Well, I don't own any of those, so I'm gonna have to take a look at those and then I'll write you back. I've never experienced any of the Naked palettes, to be honest with you. I'm usually buying either MAC or Anastasia, so I'm gonna take a look at those and get back to you, but definitely stick with something more matte. The colors in this aren't really for a natural look, unless you stick with like Kim or Hollywood or Fifth Avenue, but then you're buying it for nothing, because then you have all these darker colors that you'll probably never use. So I will answer you back as soon as this is over, and I'll let you know what I think of those palettes, okay? Thanks, Bo. So what's next? Let's see. So the eyes are done. We're gonna do the lips next, and then I'm gonna show you how to do metallic lips with this Mario palette. So, let me take a sip first. So we're going to do the lips, and I'm using NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner. This is very inexpensive. Now, I got this at the NYX store. So, some of you, you don't have a NYX store, so you might have to buy it on the NYX website. So I'm just going to go over the line just a little bit. I want my lips to look fuller, so I go over a little bit with this nude lipstick. This color is actually called Soft Spoken. Okay, so lip liner's on, and this is new. I just got this and I love it. It's the Smashbox. It's their new liquid lipstick. It's called Always On, and the color is called Driver's Seat. Now this is gorgeous, and the packaging is great. You know how when you put liquid lipsticks on and it goes on your teeth and it squirts out the side, like when you're putting it on? This has a hole in the middle of the doe foot, so any excess lipstick goes through and you don't get it all over everything. So this is really good. I love it. This is probably the easiest liquid lipstick to put on that I've ever used. Okay, almost done. So this color looks great by itself, don't get me wrong. It's gorgeous. If you haven't tried these Smashbox Always On liquid lipsticks, they are so beautiful and they have great colors. A lot of the colors are sold out. This one's not, but when I went there, I went for like the gray one, but they didn't have it. So definitely order online if you really want to get the colors you want. So here's my secret surprise. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Fifth Avenue Gold color. I'm going to put it on top of my lips. So I'm going to find a brush, which I'm going to use the one that came with the Mario kit. I'm going to wipe it off just to make sure there's nothing on there, because you never know. All right. So I'm going to take a little bit of that Fifth Avenue. This is just a flat brush, so any kind of flat brush. And then I make sure the liquid lipstick's dry. And I'm starting in the middle. Look at that. Look at that. Are you living? I am living. I think this is a little too metallic, but you gotta try it. And you can use this technique with like a black lipstick or like a dark gray, and it's gonna look really good. And so you don't have to go out and buy a separate metallic lipstick. You can just try one of these. You can do it with the Miranda one, the Kim one, the Hollywood one, and get different kinds of metallic looks. So this isn't just for your eyes, you guys. You can do all kinds of stuff with the Mario palette. Definitely buy one of these today. So what do you guys think? I'm all done. I'm ready to go nowhere, but I'm ready to go back to work. So this completes the finished look using the Mario palette. You can definitely, like I said at the beginning, you can try this look right now on the Perfect365 app, okay? So what you do is you tap on the logo, and then you're gonna go, wait, I gotta close this out and show you guys all over again. So you're gonna see the creepy dolls first, which definitely look at those. Those are amazing. And then you're gonna hit explore. That's the key. Hit explore, it loads. My face is on top today, so that's me. And then you're gonna hit tap to try, and then you'll be able to try the look. If you tap on the tap to try look, you're going to see the photo of it, and then you're going to see step-by-step tutorial. So if you kind of missed what was going on here, here's pictures step-by-step how I did it, and the written instructions on how to do it, and all the products. And if you can't find the products at the store, guess what? We listed them for you so that you can buy them from the app. So we've got you covered there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this segment today. Don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook Live so you don't miss any of these. We're going to have so many cool things coming up. You can't even understand it right now. So next week we are going to have an FX makeup artist come on, and she's going to do a crazy Halloween look on me. You don't want to miss this. You're going to learn something new. I don't even know how to do effects makeup, so I'm going to learn something new. So please don't miss out next week. It's going to be Halloween craziness. And also, if you go onto our YouTube channel, we have our Pink Ribbon Breast Cancer Awareness Month tutorial that we just did. You don't want to miss out on that. It's beautiful. And I want to hear from you guys. Okay, you guys are out there watching. I want to hear you. Tell me what you think. What do you guys want to see on the show? Do you want to see more tutorials? Do you want to see reviews and swatches? What products do you want me to try? Do you want me to try something crazy? Is there something out there that you've always wanted to try but you're too scared? I'll do it for you. Just leave a comment, and then we'll get back to you immediately so you guys know that we're out there, we're listening to you, and we want to know what you want to see. So it's Krista McAulay. Come back next week, same time, same channel, Wednesday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.